our end. 8 minutes past the top of the hour. Welcome to the Rhythm Scoop Show. We do this every Monday and Friday from 4 to 5 p.m. I go by the name JLBY. We got the lovely
Enetertainment in the building.
You're tuning into Black Hot Fire Radio, and you're listening to
the Rhythm Scoop Show. Karibuni sana. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Once again, good evening from our end. 9 minutes past the top of the hour, and of course we get to do this every Monday and Friday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. depends on the time sometimes. So today we're a little bit early with the time, but I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you had a fantastic, fabulous, restful weekend, and I hope you're looking forward to a peaceful week as well, full of blessings, peace, very important, mental peace, and of course finances flowing all your way, very important as well. I know it's the month actually in the week of paying bills, but I hope you hold on tight until everything is okay. But Karibuni sana, I'm the captain of the day. I go by the name JLBY. We got the lovely Enetertainment in the building.
Happy days, happy Monday, family. I hope you had a restful one, a magical one. I don't know, but I hope you had a good weekend and basically you're rejuvenated to start the week on a higher note, expecting nothing but goodness. But welcome to Rhythm Scoop this beautiful Monday.
Kabisa, how you doing, Enetertainment?
I'm good, I'm chilled, I'm relaxed.
How was your weekend? I can tell you're chilled, you're relaxed, you chilled. I like that. How was your weekend?
My weekend was very restful.
I had you on gigiri.
That's what that.
There's gir and gigiri.
Yes, there's gil.
Oh, gil. There's gil and gigiri.
And gigiri.
Okay, that is in which sides of Kenya? If you were to refer anyone who wants to come to Gigiri.
Alrighty, next to Village Market, near the what do you call it? The U.S. Embassy. Yes.
Okay.
Just
I don't know where the U.S. Embassy
there.
Is in Kenya, being honest.
Really?
I don't know.
Village Market?
Village
Just
Market.
Village Market.
Oh, Village Market. So around town.
Past town?
Past town.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going to Kikuyu, going
you can
to
use Kiambu Road. Yes, around Runda, Kiambu, Mutaiga.
Okay, yeah. Kind of had noticed it would be around those sides.
Yes.
Kiambu, Kikuyu Road.
Right.
Okay, hope you had fun.
Actually, they had a best weekend.
Yeah, I just had a glimpse of what you had, but I'm not gonna say it here. I'm not like Kate. Don't worry.
My God, thank you for that.
I'm not like Kate. I won't go saying I had this and this. But anyway, my weekend was fantastic.
How was yours? Yeah.
It was chill. My weekend was just all about running errands, being honest. Of course, with everything we're doing, you know.
Yes.
So it's just been running errands and nothing much. Just running errands. Actually, I've not done anything this weekend. I didn't have lights in my house the whole of the weekend, so I've suffered when it comes to showering, charging my phone, being online. It's just been like a hectic of a weekend. But
is it the whole place?
My literally in my area. I don't know what's up with my area. Like the lights were dim. Zinaenda zikirudi. And they disappeared literally on Saturday morning. Kabisa, they came back yesterday. Went back home and find our lights. But despite that, it was it was a busy weekend. Chilled, of course, with a few people. Dimore being one of them. And we were productive. That's all I can say. We were really productive.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
You've seen it?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah. TMI. We won't tell you all nothing much, but we're going, of course, back to the music. Coming back with the quotes of the day as we get to tell you what has been happening during the weekend. We have Ruto who's trending, of course, because of the shoe that was thrown at him. We want to discuss on that because we also have the victims who have been arrested, of course. I had some of the people saying that this is not possible for them to be arrested. I'm like, are you joking? In this country?
Before it happened?
Yeah. Like, are you serious? In this country, they won't be found. Trust me, there's cameras, on every angle.
I know.
So it's easy to spot and zoom. I mean, if BBC itself was easy to tell us who killed, in thousands of people protesting. So come on, it's not impossible. But I was saying it's crazy and kind of bold to see that people right now have the boldness to do that. You couldn't say this during Uru's time, Kibaki's time. Like, it was like dare.
People are tired.
Dare. It's crazy. So we shall talk about that. We shall also talk about a few videos coming from TikTok. There's this lady I've bumped into. She has some few relationship advices. So we'll be sharing on them, which I feel like she's correcting people and we'll be checking on that, and also of course other trending topics on coming from the 254 as well. So of course we'll be coming back to the quote of the day. Share something to keep us motivated throughout the week. Motivate yourself as well, very high. Motivate yourself. I feel like the biggest motivation should come from your own self.
Agree.
Number one, before you get to listen to other people. Do you trust yourself? Do you trust your decisions? Do you trust your, you know, everything you're doing, the steps you're making, the people you are with? It has to start with you for you to be able to actually even advise anyone else or listen to someone else.
I agree with that.
Yeah, so we're coming back with the quote of the day. Share something that you'd love to with us right here on the Black of Financial Radio Station. This is the media of the 21st century, and of course listening to the Rhythm Scoop Show. We're going in with Depo Dice featuring Almaraz. Hope you guys get to enjoy this. We're coming back with the quotes. Yes, and my quote of the day says it takes time, all of it takes time. Learning, unlearning, relearning, forming habits that promote you, having relationship with yourself that feels genuine, with yourself again, like I said, that feels genuine, real, honorable, understanding, knowing, faith and trust. Waking your consciousness and awareness, build a dream, a business or a passion that can only be respected by your consistency. Healing yourself, healing your body, building it, creating wealth and abundance, making a home, a partnership and a way of life, connection with yourself, your partner and the world at large. It takes time. All of it takes time. That's my quote of the day. So as this week, if you feel it's slow or things are not going expected as you want, just understand everything takes time. And personally, I'm heavy on, I don't think I'm really patient, but also impatient. But I've learned my patience, and the more the delay, the better the waiting, the better, because you ask for something small but it comes double or bigger. Like trust just be patient, everything takes time. Personally, I always love reflecting on my life, and I'm like, I didn't even ask for this, but I have this, you know. It's crazy. So be grateful, and of course you know, so I feel like the universe always knows what's best. Like, nah, you're not ready. You think you're ready? You're not ready. You're not ready to handle that.
It's so true. And also sometimes you have to ask ways of you being prepared. How can I prepare myself?
True.
And you'll receive the answers.
True.
Literally.
True.
Yeah.
Your quote?
My quote. You have to. Your competition is within you and you. The greatest battle is often within you and you alone. And also, consistency creates habits, and habits shape your future.
Period.
Yes.
So consistency. With everything is consistency. I think in everything, as much as everything takes time, you have to be consistent also with what you're doing, because it's like telling God, you know, bless me, but you're there. you know, not doing anything about
Right.
your life, not using the talents it's given you, not using the skills you have.
That is true.
Because I feel like sometimes we human beings love to complicate our lives so much and blame everything on the devil, you know,
Yeah.
God and
Yeah.
everything. But we have been given everything. Thinking about it, we've been given everything
It's
we
here.
have right here. You just need to tap into it,
Yeah.
understand what you really like doing, find your passion, find your niche, you know,
Yeah.
and then everything is gonna flow, and you'll find the right people who will tap into what you know,
Yes.
doing, or you know what you like, you know, they literally find your tribe.
Yes,
That is
that's
just
it.
the thing. So I hope you stay blessed with those quotes of the day that we have shared. But as we
is
get
so
into
true.
the, of course, weekend recap, a whole lot has happened. Like we've said, of course, we've seen Ruto you know, being thrown shoes at. I've not really been online
Yes.
personally, so I'm not
Okay.
sure of also a lot of scandals that have happened during this weekend. But I've seen, of course, the Ruto video is because I saw it yesterday.
Okay.
I saw it done with some people, like people are talking about it, and you know, the Makanga people are always just loud with
Yes.
everything. So I was like, Ruto is trending. You guys have to show me that video
I
because
thought
my
it was
phone
AI
was off.
generated.
Nice.
It's
So
not?
real. It is so real.
Oh my
So we have
gosh.
different angles. I love the fact that actually the bloggers are just
Really?
posting different angles of kuna wenye walikuwa wanarusha mchanga, kuna
Oh
wenye
my
walikuwa wanarusha
gosh.
viatu.
Yes.
So it's crazy. Of course, we're not saying this is right, but at the same time, I feel like before we get to share the video, it's just that where people are really tired. Like people are really expressing the anger of, you can't keep on telling us every single time you wanna come kwa ground kutuambia venye umetenga.
Yeah.
Utabakishwa na hiyo maneno yako ya kutenga. I'm starving. You've promised people jobs. People are losing more jobs right now more than getting
That's
employed
true.
actually.
Yeah.
So many businesses are shutting down because the economy is not stable anymore. I mean, I remember towards the end of 2024, we saw so many companies leave in Kenya because our economy was depreciating, has been depreciating
Yes.
literally. Our GDP has been stuck for the longest time, and they're talking about increasing taxes.
Look at
You
that.
know, they have already passed the financial bill of 2025 and
already passed.
2026. You know, that is the cabinet, and this why it makes a whole lot of sense literally if you look at it. The reshuffling of the cabinet, because all the cabinets that right now have agreed to the financial bill 2025-2026, it's everyone he put in power, he
Right?
himself.
Yes. It
Because
makes
when
sense
walikuwa
100%,
kitambo, yeah,
yes.
when walikuwa kitambo ndo akuwe reshuffled,
Yeah.
is the people have been there. You
That's a
know,
fact.
so right now he ensured he changed everyone, put them in certain position, and now they can't disagree with
Right?
everything
At
that
all.
he's saying.
That is
The
so
same
true.
probably goes with the Senate. You know, I'm not sure about the Senate, but we've seen with the cabinet secretary, they already agreed to this. And if we're gonna see when it comes to the budget reading, it should be happening next month.
Yeah.
We're gonna hear what's supposed to be going up. Personally, I'm so ready to listen. Like what's gonna be going up, what's gonna be going down. But I really hope, of which it's a lie, because
Right.
we're not producing anything. Iwaton, we're not. There's nothing we locally even produce, and out of
At
the
all.
ones we locally produce,
Right.
we still don't make any profit out of it. The local farmers are crying and all that. So you're gonna tell us umetenga nini? You're benefiting from the loans
Always.
you're taking actually, which you're living way beyond the means of the country.
Right.
You know, it's not like you're using these loans to
Right.
put these projects here and
There's
here and
nothing
there.
to
You
show
know,
for it,
and it's
right?
not like you're telling us how
Nothing.
I'm going beyond the budget because these projects are supposed to bring back
Okay.
profit in the next coming. You know, there's nothing. You know, you just living a
No plan at all.
Exactly, no
Yeah.
strategy. It's
At
just so
all.
crazy. So I feel like literally Kenyans are just super tired.
Literally tired.
Yep.
So tired. The reason why I wanted to report that in the morning, when I was like, maybe this is AI generated.
Nah.
The individuals who threw shoes
Yeah.
at the president, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
It truly happened.
It really happened. The video has been going, of course, viral. Let me see if I can find the original video first, and then it's crazy because it has become politics has just become, how do I say? It has become, it's about to get dirty.
Yeah. Okay.
I was saying it's about to get dirty because I'm about to share another video. Then you see why it's about to get dirty, and then you look at how we used to live back then. Hakukuanga na hizi madrama mingi hizi. Atutasikia MP na Senate wanatukanana,
Right.
you know,
It's
ama sijui
thank you.
na sijui wako TikTok.
Like what's happening?
Sijui.
Like people are relying on you to have a better country, to have better development in terms of amenities. And also I've seen Raila Odinga actually faulting Nairobians about Sakaja. But it's like, what is he doing? There's nothing to see.
Exactly.
And that's why they're literally complaining.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually trying to defend him, like we should stop basically faulting him in regards to the development of Nairobi.
Yeah.
But people only relieve their grievances when nothing can't be shown, can't be shown really in regards to their development. That's when people start crying out. But if you're doing something, people will commend you for it.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. I feel like, I don't know how you think about it before I share the video.
Okay.
I feel like if you look at every African country, like we can see right now in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, like the people's voice are speaking more than the leader's voice. Okay,
100%.
where the people's voice are speaking because we can see what you're doing. We can see your interest is to benefit us, and you're benefiting from it. You're not talking about it, you're doing it. And you're not showing that you're here for greediness about your first you benefiting yourself, your family, nepotism, or putting people in favor of your own power. As a matter of fact, they're getting rid of people who have even more salaries, those who have been corrupt. They're arresting people who are attempting, to destabilize what he's trying to do and all that. So if you look at, I was reporting about today Mali, the leader getting backup from the people of him leading the country till 2030. The same happened in Niger. The same is happening in Burkina Faso, who is being requested to be the president of Africa, not just Burkina Faso.
Everybody wants
so
that.
The voice of the people is talking. So if we really had working leaders for real, if Ruto was really a working leader, don't you think we'd be talking like, hey, we want you to lead in 2027 because you are the right man, and we've seen you do what exactly the rest couldn't do. But these people like Kagame, they always go ahead, keep on telling people, they love me, my people love me, but yet your people don't speak that of you. They don't speak Rwandese. I don't know if you've ever seen any video of Rwandese talking
politics. Nothing.
No, even like
about their government, about their country. I don't see that. I just see them in events, looking all good and stuff.
I don't even think they're really that loud on. I can barely notice that one is
in social media.
They're
not really loud
because I think they really have this kind of a face. You can tell these are one.
I agree,
but it's so rare for you to see them on any social platforms. It's crazy. So
it's so subtle.
Ruto and the rest of you puppets are not fit for leadership. You don't want. We don't like you. Because it's talking about reducing prices. What prices are you? You've been talking about reducing prices.
But he's not doing it.
Exactly.
He's always doing the opposite.
I just went to buy sugar the other time. The sugar's gone high again. Cooking oil, I don't know if it's stuck or up, or it's just supermarkets giving us, offers because of the budget reading. Because trust me, after the budget reading, that's where we're gonna determine literally our fate. That's where we're gonna know if our salary really does make sense or it doesn't. Like, cause kama sahi we're suffering personally right now. I feel the pinch of our economy that we have right now. Now imagine now in years to come. It's
with this type of government, it's gonna be crazier.
It's crazy. He's talking about fertilizer, which they scammed people. This government and the previous government, he was the deputy president, right? Him and Uhuru Kenyatta set aside 5 billion Kenyan shillings to subsidize the fertilizer prices, only to come figure out they were selling sand soil to citizens. And it is sad because we've not been educated well enough. I know. It's sad that people could not recognize the true fertilizer. That really hit me. I'm like, what? You people don't know real fertilizer? You can't tell this is soil? Like, this is how fertilizer smells if you really met organic fertilizer. This is how it smells. And then we have
the texture.
Exactly. And then we have the manure. It's so easy for you to make fertilizer for yourself if you can't afford the ones for the shop. If you have cow, if you have chicken dung, that is fertilizer. But people think that is dirt nowadays,
tupunguze gharama. Ngojea. Tulisema
and of course there's always someone who's willing to also trade, betray you, even if this was happening amongst us as a people. And then Ruto aseme wenye walirusha viatu nataka wapatikane.
There will be
Whoever is gonna find them, I'm gonna reward them this and this. There's always a traitor.
Yeah.
There's always someone who's willing to betray you out of what is supposed to bring light to people.
That is so
you
true.
know,
For a few
because
honestly.
the 3 men actually were arrested. Let me share this as well.
Now, 3 people have been arrested in Kuria West in Migori County for allegedly hurling a shoe at President William Ruto during a roadside event in Kiansha in Kisii, in Migori.
In Migori, Kiansha town in Migori. The incident, which momentarily disrupted the rally, has sparked fresh concerns over the president's security, particularly during open sunroof engagements. Security agencies have strongly condemned the act, vowing to tighten protocols around presidential appearances. Emmanuel Toh has the details.
Exactly. So reading one of the comments, we see someone says, hii ya shu lazima watapata mwenye walitupa kwa Gen Z. Murder is where they draw the line. Exactly. We're demanding the arrest of that KDF. They're claiming it's impossible. So how come someone who's throwing a shoe, it's so easy for them to be found? We have someone working in the government who has killed innocent people during the demonstration. Very well shed into light by BBC. But you're telling us someone who threw a shoe is a threat to you.
People are really just frustrated, honestly. And people don't believe any word that you utter. That's why. Because there's always going to be a before and after. When maybe you increase the prices of everything that we consume, and people are going to use this video. So people don't know what to believe anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's someone else says Zakayo shuka.
Wow.
The shuka.
Yes, that was a good one.
Zakayo shuka. Na alikuwa anapunguza bei ya nini, by the way, wadau. Now, if we can make his touring in Kenya difficult, it will be amazing. Akae kwa ofisi, alinde CS cabinet secretary is working. I mean, which is very true, because I do kind of agree. If we make his tour in Kenya difficult, this is a message to you. Everywhere you go, you get disrespected. This should be a message to you that, hey, bruv, step down. Because in 2027, it's going to go down. Unless you hire the same people with different uniforms, with different masks on, which is now outlawed. Police officers are not supposed to be operating with civilian clothes, but how many times has this been outlawed? Without, with civilian clothes or with masks on and shooting people?
A lot.
Anyway, Ibrahim Traore is a good example again. Shout out to that man. We send our energy of protection to him. Exactly. So we let him be able to expose these leaders and politicians what they have been incapable of doing. Because what type of leadership is this? We know Matiang'i is supposed to be vying for the presidential seat. Of course, as much as some of the allegations about him, are, he's been harsh to people, he's been this and this to people. It's the fact that we see now, even because there was a time I was saying back then, you couldn't see, it was very rare. Actually, if you see a president even on TV, it was during a national speech. And it is something very important, either something threatening the country, either something beneficial to the country, economic-wise, either it's during budget reading, or maybe utamuana, like you wouldn't see the president anyhow, and that's why you could see, actually, when you hear the president is coming in your area, people used to be like, it's like a big day, because this man is not popping anyhow, anytime. And then also being on social media, it was very rare for you to see presidents or leaders tweeting or seeing them, actually, I remember the first time I had even a president has a social media account, I was shocked.
I didn't believe that.
Like, account, I was like, oh, okay, all right. But now to this point, now it has become even abusive, threatening. These people want to come on social media threatening us, abusing us, and they're the same people telling us we are trying to destabilize our country. Sisi watu wa online na wako online na sisi wako online. Sisi watu wa social media tunapiga propaganda huko, Ruto must go. But you're also on social media.
Yes.
You are on social media. It's not like it is crazy. So this is Sudi, of course. Sudi. This
was so low. I'm like, can you just face him and tell him what you're feeling instead of going on social media?
I don't like this man. Number one, he's been exposed, of course, of number one is squandering taxes. to benefit himself, living luxurious lifestyle. I remember there's a time he likes popping on. These people like even popping on podcasts nowadays. If you've noticed, politicians are comfortable to be popping on podcasts,
and they're not talking about our betterment as a people. They're talking about their journey,
things that don't make sense.
Yes, not about the accounting, not about the development plan. It's not about that. No.
So Sudi has been exposed, of course, a couple of times on Oga Obina's show. I think Obina, if I try look at it in a not sarcastic way, I think he does this in a sarcastic way, but it's in a way, if you are sharp enough to see, he's shedding light towards something. So it's up to you to pick it. Of course, for him, he's not gonna do anything or say anything that is gonna tarnish or terminate his platform, but is trying to show you our politicians want to meet they're using your money on luxurious things. He exposed the watches, the shoes. How do you wear a shoe of 200,000 Kenyan shillings?
It's crazy.
200,000 Kenyan shillings.
Probably talking about it. Like, I don't care what you talk about, but don't you think you can talk about more things that really matter to your people who literally maybe voted you in, honestly? We're
really dealing with lame leaders. I'm not even lying. Like, it's so lame. I feel like it really makes sense. This is why people can dictate lameness, and this is why white people are smart. Let's just be honest. I mean, as much as we understand their creation and how the ways of ruling is not nice, is not kind, is not humane, they're smart.
That's a fact.
That's one thing we just have to accept. We are the smartest people, yes, as Africans, but white people have outsmarted us. That's one thing. That's
why they power.
This is why they exactly. This is why they're easy to. They have dictated lameness, illiteracy.
Yes.
And this is why we have this kind of leaders. I mean, there's a time Kid made me share a video of the finance minister of Uganda. This man was being questioned about jobs. So you've said these finances are going to help us about, create job opportunities to the youth. So what type of jobs can you give the youth? It's like, well, there's many jobs, like, he can't say anything because there's nothing you're going to deliver to the people. It is all empty promises. You have no strategy. There's zero strategization of how we're gonna do this and this and this. It's we've kept aside, 1 billion is in my account, so these other billions, of course, is going to other finance ministers, kidogo, the people around my circle, so they can do my bidding, not your bidding as a citizen. It is crazy.
Mr. Matani.
Mind you, this is someone's father, Iwaton. I was just saying, imagine this is someone's father, this is someone's husband. Uncle. And this is a leader talking like this.
Social media, openly.
Tumbo kubwa, kichwa kubwa, akili kidogo.
I really don't like this man for shit.
What was that? I found that to be super low. Like, wow, who does that? Okay, he did, but you get me? It doesn't. You're a leader, honestly.
It is just so
You're
crazy.
a leader. You're a whole leader, honestly. If you have an altercation with somebody, can you face them? Call them or something? Social media is like for social things, not the back and forth, and mostly from the people in the government, honestly, that it should definitely be giving accolades for the betterment of the people in regards to development, as I've been saying earlier. It doesn't really add up. It does add up in regards to we have a failed government. That's 100%.
Exactly.
It's not working.
It's so crazy,
It's
man.
not working.
It is just super insane and super sad, but that is the type of leadership we have today. But again, like I was saying, looking at the first video of Ruto, and then looking also the current incidents, I've seen so many videos of police officers not getting help. There's a couple police officer that turned upside down, and this guy was supposed to be helped, but people are like, Kufa. So number one, of course, this is why we talk about humanity when it comes to police officers, because we always tell them like, hey, why do you have to shoot people? They're innocently demonstrating. Why do you have to go gun down someone or arrest young people because they have dreadlocks? Unashukutu mtu ako na bangi, umwarasi jumba kumpeleke stage ndi atoke. Just because I'm wearing ragged now I look like a suspect. Like, even dressing code nowadays, it's just like, you can just be a suspect. Like, who anakaa tu ushasikia kitu kayo? Like
Yes.
so many young people get
Yes.
arrested. Unaka
Yes, they
suspect.
do.
Anaka suspect wa.
Like every day for
Wa
real.
nini,
Yeah.
nimefanya nini, what have I done?
Mm.
And we keep on telling them every day. Siku moja is it awageukia? One day itawageukia, and it's, I think we actually live in it because it's happening.
Yeah.
It is slowly happening. Kuna kufa. There's a police officer, I think 2 months ago, was killed in Mombasa by mob justice because of not wanting to pay what he had taken. You think because you're a cop, they have that norm. Because I'm a cop, I should be scared of you. You know, because you're a cop, I should be scared of you, number one. And because you're a cop, you can just come to my shop and take anything you want and don't pay for it because you're a cop. And I should be okay with that.
Yeah.
But I paid funds to go get this product to my shop.
Right.
Do you know how much I've struggled? How much I had to save? Kujinyima nimejinyima ndo nijaze stock kwa shop yangu.
Yeah.
One thing I've come to
Don't think
realize
about
with
that.
everything we've been doing, I'm like, man, respect people with business. It takes literally a lot. If you see someone's shop or anything
Yes.
full, respect people's business. Hata kama ni ndogo aje.
Yeah.
People literally,
Always.
you have to become super selfish for you to achieve your dreams, for them to
thank
become
you.
profitable.
Yes.
And then someone is trying to come play with that. Hell no. So we have this lady who has been going viral.
Okay.
Our video. There's a cop. Let me see if I can find it. There's a cop who came to sijui alikuja kukopa nini kwa duka specifically, but alienda kukopa kwa duka. Of course,
A cop.
kukopa
Okay.
A cop went to the shop to go
Borrow.
loan something.
What's borrow? It's not borrowing. Take a loan?
Yeah, take a loan of
Yeah.
something.
Oh.
Of course, in Africa,
Buy
we
something
do.
on loan.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
Personally, I also do that sometimes
And
when
that's
I'm not okay.
When you're literally, I believe every person has
Yeah.
that familiar.
Exactly.
Um,
The shop person.
shopper, yes.
Exactly.
You're like, okay, and they know you, they know even where you live, so they're
Exactly.
really good with you.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'd say personally, we grew up a lot with it with our parents. Our parents used to use us so bad.
Actually, they groom you into it.
I know.
When you
Like,
think about
enda
it.
kwa mama nani.
Yeah.
If it's not them going, yes, it's not them going. Especially if they have another debt there.
Yes,
They're like,
it's
"Enda,
so
mama
true."
tutalipa na
Yeah.
ingine niko
Yes.
like, what's this? So personally, if I look at it, I also do it, but I don't like normalizing it
Yes.
because it, like you said, I love not living beyond really my means. Sometimes,
yeah.
of course, you might
Yeah.
go beyond your budget as you not really expect, or some
Yeah.
things really happen, and then you'll have to feel utajipata tu hapo.
It's so
But I
true.
like stakangi ipite like
Yeah.
a certain like
Yeah,
ikienda
you
sana
can't go beyond
mia.
it.
I
Okay.
swear kwa duka like staki hiyo mazoeano na mtu wa duka.
Right.
You know, I don't like
Yeah.
it. Just let's keep it that way. The least I can take is this, okay? And I'm gonna pay it by this particular
Yes,
time. The only watu nimezoea now, I think sana ni watu wa boda boda.
Okay.
The boda
Right.
people a lot. But so we have this lady. Let me see if I can find a video. She recorded a police officer. Police goes. Let me see. Woman exposes.
A police officer taking things on loan and not paying, I guess. Oh, I got that right. No paying the amount needed.
Let me see. So she went viral for this particular video.
Guys, oneni karao mwenye amekuja kunikopa ndio huyo hakuna na vile
ati nisaidie tao mbili.
alitupiga na matia gas tao wakifikiria watauziwa sukari 200 tukiuziwa 500 ati kudai fighting mimi siwezi kopa karao we
moto
ndo huyo amekuja kunikopa mimi siwezi kopa kwanza karao afadhali nikope mchokora wa barabara siwezi kopa karao mwende mwambie baba yenu mwenye aliwabaia matia gas akuja wakope sukari mimi siwezi karao siwezi nani siwezi kopa ndio huyo mnafikiria tuwajui mimi nikope karao kwani nimefia tu ai takurekodi na kuna
Okay, so hakuna kitu utafanya. So the first comment, someone saying this is bad. Police pia ni binadamu, shame on you. No, it's not. She's not supposed to be feeling shame because the police officer, if it was you in that situation, they don't listen. I've literally, I don't know, it's because despite even despite the one experience, I've still seen, because personally I've grown up through literally near a police station. I used to see how bad, how cruel these people could be. Like most of the times, do you know how many times my dad had to like go talk to a cop to let go of a customer who just came from the shop buying something from our shop. Unatoka tu hivi because uko na dread unashikwa. Unatoka tu hivi sijui ni umevaa ragged, umebuy ragged hapo tu saa hiyo unakaa suspect.
No question asked.
No questions. They arrest you and they start bitch slapping you or tell you even to start. Man, they embarrass you. They tell you to start jumping like a frog.
A whole grown
Imagine
person.
start jumping like a frog. So you do what? Like it's just super crazy. So I'll never defend a cop. I don't care. Good cop, bad cop,
Right.
I don't care. I don't believe in good cops as a matter of fact, as much as they're there.
Right.
I don't. Personally, it was just a matter of not giving my phone
Yeah.
because someone told me to unlock my phone. This is my phone. You're not supposed to see my messages.
course.
Unless I want you to see my messages, you have no right to forcefully take my phone
100%.
to go read your messages. Unless you found it there open and you're like, oh, let me pick it, but that would make sense. But still, you have no right. You still don't have any right.
Nobody at all.
This guy took my phone forcefully just because he thought I was hooking up with his brother, and because I rejected him, and he slapped me for refusing to open the phone. He slapped me.
Right.
I'll never forget. And he told me, "Hakuna kitu utafanya.
Oh.
I'm a cop. There's nothing
Oh.
you can do. Sanipeleka wapi?"
Right.
And for sure, because I was really scared and I was still very young, I'm like,
Yeah.
for real, hakuna mali naweza kakupeleka. I was so scared. I cried. And then I have people who were supposed to defend me there. They didn't. They didn't. No one stood up. But I'm like, wow. The only thing that pained me, I'm like, even F the friends, man, is the fact you slap me because you're a cop and because you think I can't do anything. That really hurt me so bad.
Wow.
Because you're a cop and
the
because
fact
you
that
know I can't do
yeah,
anything.
You're so confident about.
And it's gonna
you know
be
that.
your words against mine.
Yes, obviously.
Even if I was to go report, literally it's gonna be your words against mine. Because how many times do we see people getting arrested? Hata na kitu
Every
tu
day.
kidogo
Every
utapata
day.
imekuwa ni kitu bigi.
Every day. Every day.
So no, yeah, she was very correct. That is our shop number one. She has the right to do anything she wants. She has the right to give whoever anataka. Kwanza watu ununuangi hapo. Because let's be honest, kama ni kwa duka enda kukopesha, you have to be a buyer there. You can't just go to a random shop and telling someone,
shopper.
hey, I want you to give me sugar.
Yeah,
I don't
who
know
are
you.
I've never seen you here.
You don't buy
before.
here.
You don't buy here, yes. You have to be a frequent buyer.
This is crazy. Someone else says, hakuna mwenye uta record karao kama amekuja kukopa ni okay, so I didn't get that one. Someone says mwambie aende akakope State House. Exactly. Someone else says nimetafuta hii vidai aje nilikuwa nasikia tu rumors. Exactly. So this is the first video.
Right.
And then so after that what happened? The cops now came. 2 cops now came back to arrest her.
Stop.
Yes. So this is the cop. There's a cop who came to borrow sugar in the shop. He was denied the sugar because you've been tear gassing us. You've been killing innocent people. When it comes to us as citizens, you're never humane. So I should be humane when it comes to your end, when you're needy. No. So 2 cops came and said you are exposing the government, and this is offensive, and you should be arrested.
How is she exposing the government?
Now let's listen.
Oneni hawa ati nifunge kazi ni wafuate. Crime scene gani
that's a crime scene. That shop now is a crime scene.
I'm sorry.
Do you know how much it takes to expose government?
Crimes.
To expose government nini? Mimi nilikuja police station to report. Hakuna.
Exactly. She didn't go to the police
The
station to
audacity
report.
you're talking about right now, like the audacity they have.
They have entitlement because
Yes.
you are a cop. You shouldn't be denied sugar in someone
Yes.
else's shop because you are a cop.
Yes.
That's the entitlement they have. It's giving, I'm sorry to say, but it's giving the white man syndrome.
Like,
because
I can do anything.
Yeah,
I have access to
exactly.
anything because I'm a police officer.
Exactly.
But the crime scene, how is it a crime scene?
Inikote inanikosa bro. Hakuna mali naenda. Hakuna mali naenda. Hakuna mali. Inamuhusu pia yeye ni Mkenya. Hakuna kitu mtamfanyia. Hakuna mali naenda bro. Mshike hiyo uso yake. Hakuna mshike wa record. Mnafikiria mtatuzoea vile mmetuzoea. Tutawashika ikuwe refu. Kwani ndio tabia. Hata hawana adabu. Ati crime scene juu ya kuambia karao siwezi mkopesha, hata hawana adabu.
Exactly.
How is it a crime scene?
Exactly.
So
It's a crime scene. because you didn't give a cop sugar on loan. Now it's a crime scene.
And
Your shop is a
also,
crime scene.
that's her shop. She didn't go to the police station. That's her shop, honestly. But that's funny though.
It is crazy, but I love that boldness.
Yes.
I love that confidence.
I commend her.
Because it's so rare also to see it
Yes.
in our women.
Yeah.
You know, I really love it. And especially when it comes to addressing cops, like I'm saying.
Yeah.
Personally, I couldn't be able to do that because I was like, niliambiwa,
Yeah.
utanipeleka wapi?
Yeah.
I'm a cop. Unafikiri utanipeleka wapi? Unafikiri na utasikizwa ama mimi nitasikizwa?
Although he knows he's gonna
Yeah,
win.
that's what I was told, and I was like,
Yeah.
man, I packed my things and left swiftly.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that right now, again, karma is a big, yeah, and it's right here.
Things are
Malipo ni
turning
hapa
around.
hapa duniani,
Right?
hapa. You know, you think you're gonna do someone that today, it won't come back to you. All you police officers who have done people that, and let me tell you the funny thing, karma is a big, because I think after. It was after I think 2 months or a month, I think 2 months. Let me give it approximately 2 months. I got reports now of the same cop. He lost his ear, masikio moja ananga leo, hadi wa leo, from a random person. He was trying to also do the same, like, you know, because I'm a cop, you know, I can harass you. He got the wrong one, and he was masikio ikatolewa.
Look at that.
Yeah, so I was like, wow, thank you God. The fact that this news is menifikia, thank you, number one, is for you to show me you really repaid for me. Like, and it had to get to me. Because I really cried. I'm like, wow, for real. Walai, mmenifanyia hivi. And we've just been laughing with you guys now. Because nimekukata. And I've been chilling with your brother, now it's a big problem. Okay, cool. The universe did its justice.
It always comes back. You have to learn and try as hard as possible in this life to do right by people. Honestly, mostly if you know they haven't done anything against you, right? Because it always basically turns back around.
It will always come back to you.
Yes.
But I also see someone else says here on this comment, huyo mwenye anarecord hapo nje ako serious na kazi yake aje, alafu hawa haikosi ni wezi, si polisi hawa. Exactly, cause number one, the fact we're talking about police officers not operating in civilian clothes. How am I supposed to tell you're a cop when you don't come with uniform? Show me your badge number.
Show me your badge.
Show me your badge. Show me your badge. Show me you don't have the right, because you can also have a badge and you don't have the uniform. Because nowadays this is what they do. I mean, we see it in movies. We see it in movies.
Yes.
I can go take I have a cop friend, you know, and then cops nowadays also they loan their uniforms, they loan their guns,
that's for sure.
they loan their badges.
Yes.
So when do upatie mkora mwingine hapo nakuja nishike na someone who has their own agenda sent by someone else.
Yes. How am I confident like you're a police officer?
Exactly.
And also the fact that we really question the things that police officers are doing. Like, are you really a cop?
Exactly.
Because you're not supposed to act like that.
Exactly.
You know?
Training.
Yes.
I think it goes back to the training. Who really trained these people?
It's so true.
And which system of training are we using?
Yeah.
Of course, it's the British, not the African. Because this is so the humane, the lack, the literally the lack of humanity these people have when you see them in action. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just it's uncalled for. Like
100%.
it's not what we called for. It's so uncalled for. It is crazy. And today I'm talking about uncalled for.
But also, before we move forward, I believe even it starts from the head or the higher hierarchy. The fact that even our leadership, the government, is not actually in alignment with what's right. So that trickle down to everybody that is under them. And we're literally seeing that right now. Yeah.
So let me share, of course, also as we talk about literally, of course, also justice and the lack of humanity. We know the police officers shot one of the demonstrators going by the name Rex, and the parents, of course, have not gotten justice till to now, till right now. And it's not just her. So many parents have not gotten justice and answers of how most of their children are found on, you know, drowning, their bodies floating on some rivers, sewer lines. So we had so many bodies being retrieved. You know, it's just crazy.
Come out to confess. Some of them, their parents fear for their life because they were told, Mama, I can't let my son come. You know the consequences of coming out. So, if anyone, I know you have so many places around here, even outside, inakuwa ngumu sana sisi kama waathiriwa wa hilo janga kupata justice, kwa sababu wale wamekuja kutetea wanaogopa. Unapata mtu anakwambia naona nilikuwa hata kuna street parent alikuja akatuambia mimi nimeona yasifiri basi ukasifa mama siwezi hata unajua hivi kwa familia yangu hivyo uende request hiyo protection ya utu na sana ilikuwa inaweza patikana.
Now, so she's talking about hoping if the witnesses she wants to come justify for her to the witnesses who should come speak on behalf of her son's death should be protected. But she's also saying this cannot happen because we're dealing with a system of number one, it's pushing dictatorship. That's what we can see. You're pushing dictatorship, instilling fear in people so that they won't talk. I was just talking about journalists in Africa and how majority of them end up losing their lives on their duty of work. Most of them lose their lives literally through abductions. Napata mtu ameuliwa sijui wapi, killings of course. Kuna wenye watauliwa maybe through shootings, let's say in countries like Sudan, where there's war. That is during your duty of work, and then there are people who are going to get abducted, get killed because they're not confessing maybe what you know and what you were supposed to be saying. There are others who get abducted and get tortured, like Dr. Mombi, and they come out to tell you whether you need to quote your words or jichunge. So if you're fearful, utachunga of course, ama wache kufache unafanya. Others get assaulted physically. Others get mental effects. I think we've spoken about that. I was speaking about my own experience personally. I feel like there's a time in 2023 because of the reports, and then everything I was really learning, because when you report you're also learning a lot. It was like there's a point it had taken me like mentally I was not like kind of feeling well. Like I was having a lot of mental breakdowns, like I'm not okay, I was not feeling okay like at all. But again I came to understand like I'm not supposed to be consuming it in so much, but at the same time, as much as you want to avoid not consuming some things too much, it just happens. You'll be emotionally triggered. I don't know if you get that person, if you report, maybe some things. You're like, you wish change so bad, you wish something was different, you wish, it's not what you're reporting is not what you really should be reporting. Because it's just effective. It is effective, especially if you're doing it every day.
So much.
Exactly.
And you go into that deep state. You're like, why would somebody do this?
Exactly. Exactly.
You're trying to really figure that out.
You can.
And it hurts the most.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So if you look at that literally and then look at what she's speaking about, is just all in the same. Not just journalists, but right now it's like we are being put in a bracket of globally. And then, which of course I did report on the Africa Today show. There's a video I was sharing where they want to put us in censorship of anything you comment online can get you arrested. Anything you say online can get you arrested. Literally, you have no right of going against the government. What they say is what you should agree to. So this is where we're talking about control, taking control of people's ability of speech, freedom, like you're fully taking control of humanity, and that is what they want. That is their agenda. That is their agenda. That is part of the global agenda. But now the fact that it is happening in our own continent and countries, this is not America, my friend. This is not Europe. This is not China. This is not Asia. This is not German. This is Africa.
It will never be.
Exactly.
No.
This is Africa. No. Why won't we have the voices and laws that favor us? This is just so crazy and super sad, man.
That's not. Also, why are you in so much fear? Because you know you're not doing right by us.
If you're right, why you fear?
You're not doing right by us.
Why are you getting triggered by words?
That's it.
You
should just let it go. It's the only way people are relieving their grievances.
I loved Uhuru because he was such a human consumer. Right? He was such a human consumer. I feel like even to date, that's why people love him, because he's full of humor in himself and he's a human consumer.
Right.
He never got triggered by people even using, like we said, people have used these pictures of him being, ako mangwai, ako maji, mara ameshika tumbler, keg. Like, people, we used all this and we were laughing at it, but who is just from nimeona mnanita Kasongo nini, but it's triggering you. Because it's not just Kasongo, it's names pinned according to your actions.
Right. You think he's insecure about his identity? Because people are really insecure, they demand respect.
How would you feel if you were given a certain role, and of course you expect maybe, you know, you're not gonna do right by the people, of course, by the position you're gonna be given, but you expect your lies to feed, to be fed, to be consumed, and for you to be loved.
Right.
Okay. Because those have been the previous presidents, apart from Moi. You know, they have fed us lies. We've consumed them, but we still showed love. You know, if you look at Kenyatta, if you look at Kibaki, if you look at Uhuru Kenyatta, these people, these are the, I'd say, loved presidents, and where not so many scandals happen as much as scandals happen. It's not like we're saying they are clean or anything. Scandals happen as much as scandals didn't happen. It's the love for the people. The fact you're able to convince us to lie to us and still maintain that love, it's crazy. But for this man, it has failed. Now you're trying to feed us your lies. You've tried every way, but it's not working. Once you step down, how would you feel as a person? The fact that you never got love, even a bit,
and you did not
from
do
people.
Right by people. You knew
the people who love you and probably surrounding you, they're fake loving you because the position,
the power
they have to keep. You know.
Yes.
But
also, also for their own selfish interest.
You know. For their own interest. So, how would you really feel?
That's a very, very heartful, awful feeling. You'd feel
a way to retire.
It's just
because, mind you, have to live with
terrible.
this. You'll have to live with this till you die.
100%.
It's minimal time till you die. Of course, till they by the time they're retiring, majority of them, you know, unless they get health complications or whatever, but it's bad. We were saying
why not just do right by people? Just do it.
It's
do
simple.
it.
Just do it.
It's
just
simple. You got your back.
Imagine.
Literally.
Exactly. That's the crazy thing, because these people, if they only do right, we have their back. That's what Ibrahim Traore is actually experiencing right now. He's doing right. So the rest of the world, everyone is standing with him like, dare touch the African giants.
Every African, all over the world, everybody has his back. Look
crazy.
At that.
It is super insane. But as we literally wind up with today's conversation, the last video I want to share is of this lady. She's talking about relationship. Let me share it. This one, if I got the right.
Please watch this video of a woman who is pregnant with her third child and is distressed, and I'll be right back.
What you don't want the baby for?
I already got 2 fucking kids. I can't. I barely even want those 2 kids.
So this lady already has 2 babies. She's pregnant with the 3rd baby, but she doesn't want to have the 3rd baby, and she's saying she's tired of motherhood. Like she's and I think you can even hear from she's emotionally stressed and she's tired of motherhood. Let's listen.
You told me to do it and I did.
I'm just ordinary right now. I don't want these kids. I don't want none of these kids.
Yes, you do. Stop eyeing up, bro.
I don't want none of these fucking kids.
What you gonna do then? Cause we're not doing the abortion thing, bro. That's not what we're doing.
It's about getting a fucking abortion. It's about me not wanting to be a mom no more. I don't want to be a mom.
For what? What makes you not want to be a mom no more? Cause the baby's always crying. You gotta wake up.
It's too much. It's too much for me. You sit here.
You doing the most for what, bro? You over here choking and stuff for what? All because of kids, bro, that you sat down and had? What you do want to do it?
I'm strong enough.
Yes, you is. Stop crying. Just stop crying, bro.
Dear ladies, motherhood is something you cannot take back. Before you choose to become a mother, you need to plan. And you need to get to know yourself first. And a lot of you are mothers when you did not really Get to know yourself to determine if the journey of motherhood is for you. You allow society bamboozle you and brainwash you into believing that as a woman you should be a wife and a mother, and those are the highest level of status that a woman can ever occupy.
Exactly. Just to pause on that, then I go deeper on our page. Now there's this video of this lady who's saying by the age of 26, by the age of 25, you should be married as a lady. By the age of 30, 35, you should be done with childbearing.
Okay.
Let me see if I'll find it. Videos. Just a minute. It's just crazy. The society, the mentality is just super messed up. Let me see.
If you're a woman that wants to marry, no, but
No.
our mothers were traditional women. Women to
This one is crazy. This one didn't make sense to me now. Like our mothers. Are we your mother?
You're not our mother.
We're not your mother. Our mothers were patient. You're patient when you're beating me.
We're not all this. I believe it has been made like it's like a trophy that you're supposed to get when you're called a mother or a wife, and I respect that. But people actually become all these things. As the lady said, you don't know who you are. You don't know who you are as an individual.
Let me see. I don't know if I'm gonna find it. Goddamn. Like at the age of 26, you should be what? You should be married. I'm 26. I'm not married. My life is good, and everything is Gucci. I don't know. I can't find it, but if I find it, we'll share it probably this week.
Okay.
Yeah, she was talking about how it's crazy. So like she said, literally motherhood, of course you have to plan. I think we keep on talking about this every single day. We just even posted a video on TikTok today of last week's show, you know, where we were talking about the same thing, motherhood. You have to be ready mentally, financially, as well as a woman. Prepare yourself, man. Don't put all your hopes on a man. Some men switch after you giving birth. You're no longer attractive to him the same way. He doesn't see you the same way. He's now focused on other young women, and probably also comes to figure out also himself, I wasn't ready for this. He's already wasted your time, and literally already given you a baby that you yourself, you're not probably able to take care of. You're not ready for all that. So please, dear women, number one, I think I've come to understand, and I've listened to most of the women say this. I'm not sure. I don't want to say it's true, but men are selfish. He was saying that. He was saying men are selfish. In not all of them. For me, I'm gonna say not all of them. But there's some women who are bumping into them saying men are selfish. You're gonna give up your career, give up everything, trying to become a mother, trying to become a wife. Men won't give up all that for you. You know, no man is gonna give up their job because to move to another city because I'm gonna get a job there. But most of the women will find them quitting their jobs to move to another city because a man said so. Like, please prioritize yourself. Always. Again, this comes with, of course, self-knowledge. Because if you don't have self-knowledge, you'll be finding yourself making these kind of dumb decisions every time. So have self-knowledge, know what you want, understand your desires as a person, what you want from a partner, how do you want to be treated, like, and affirm and speak those things into life, literally, and imagine you'll attract what you want.
Also, first of all, fall in love with yourself.
Exactly.
And don't seek for it. It's gonna find you.
You know? Like, just understand yourself, know who you are, be a knower. Me personally, I love someone told me someone was telling me by the time they were meeting me, I was like a no nonsense person when it came to men. And I was like, I need to bring that face back. I've been really chill, I was like, I've been really chill, like, you telling me I've been chill because I've been having some friends telling me you've been really chill. Or when it comes to like men and, you know, putting them in their space, I'm like, but I'm grown, you know. I mean, I understand ways way better of handling situations right now. I don't have to be all that rude. I don't have to be all rowdy, looking ghetto and all that. You know, I have grown, and I just have mature ways of you know, handling men. You know, I don't want you. You're not my caliber. Stay. You know, stay off my lane. If you, unless it's someone who's dramatic, I'm not dramatic, but
Right.
You don't want to see that. So I was like, when we become really chill, it's like, yeah, you really become, there were two of my male friends, you become really, really chill. You need to go back on checking people.
Yeah.
But I'm like, nah. I'm like, even if, like, if I try to look at myself, like, back then,
Okay.
it was so easy for me to, like, get rid of people.
Okay.
But right now, I think I came to understand again, no, you don't need to get rid of people, everyone like that. There are people who, even if it doesn't work, they still remain of value to you.
Okay.
There are people who will remain of value to you. Shout out to Wallace. There are people who, if things don't go this way and you don't see any value, that you can let go and all that. So I think if you really have the intelligence of understanding the type of people you're dealing with and the long-term effect of your relationship, then you're good to go. I feel like personally, I've come to understand that. I think I'm very smart right now to see and understand that if I let go of this relationship, whether it's friendship, it might mess me up later. So I want to keep it.
Okay.
Not mess me up like, in any sort of way, but I'm like, I wish to have it probably later.
Okay.
So I always look at like, you have value. As much as probably it's not seen right now, you have value.
Okay.
So
That's a
I don't know.
good
I just feel like I'm really smart that way to
But it's a good
understand
way to look
the
at
people to
things.
keep in my life and the
Yes.
people not to keep in my life.
Yeah.
Because trust me, people have really dropped out of my life. They are what they drop.
Yes.
So what they drop because they ain't shit what on. They like I'm like I was turned up with you in this. I was to be stuck with you till right now in this life. Hell no, I'm glad I really dropped you. So I think it comes with intelligence, again, self-awareness, and experiences of life too teaches you a lot. Because me experiences and everything has made me who I am. Bold, understanding myself, confident. I'm aware of the decisions I make, good or bad. I know the decisions I'm making, the aftermath of the decisions I'm making, so please know yourself. Not just women, also men. Know yourself. You can't go nutting. You can't go nutting everywhere.
No.
Thinking it's good to leave babies everywhere.
No. You have a problem, honestly.
Shout
you have a problem. You have to check in with yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dimore. And Dimore said something during the weekend which really impressed me. And I was like, I'm proud of you, friend. It's like, if you understand how nasty, how dirty cheating is, you'll never do it. Or sleeping around with different people, you wouldn't do it. And I love that. I'm like, wow, it takes someone to have experienced, or it takes literally someone also mature,
who's going
not just
deeper
and who's gone deeper
knowledge
into themselves and into situationship, into
Yes.
relationships to understand, hey, doing what I'm doing is not helpful. It's helpful if I have one person here and all that. Because the funny thing also, men don't understand when it comes to having different women. You're the ones who go a loss. It's not women. The only loss women can go is having emotional attachment. But when it comes to you being a man, you have to provide. So are you okay providing for 3 women?
You're not wealthy.
Unless you go exactly.
I don't know. You'll
be bankrupt, honey.
Mental depression, name it.
You will be bankrupt. But yeah, we're coming to the end of today's conversation right there. This has been the Rhythm Scoop Show. Again, we do this every Monday and Friday, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. Shout out to the reparations. I see you. Said Ruto must go. Kabisa. Ruto must go all the way. But yeah, some of your closing remarks to attend.
Oh my god, thank you family for joining us here on Rhythm School. Remember to basically fall in love with yourself. Identity, I always talk about it. It's key. Identity is super pivotal. That's physically, spiritually, mentally, and also financially, honey. But have a beautiful evening. I'm gonna see you later tomorrow. Remember, you are the change you need to see in the world. I'm sending you so much love and light.
Kabisa, much love, of course, for me doesn't end here. Tonight, see you guys, of course, on the Africa Today show. But we wind up 11 minutes past 5 p.m. Hope you guys have yourselves a beautiful rest part of your morning, or rather day. Peace and light to all of you. Sending literally peace to light to everyone.
That's what's up.
And I hope you stay safe. I just wanna